Welcome to a special episode of Limitless Trading. We were asked recently for somebody who wanted to join the Discord. Couple of things. Number one was, the age group for trading. And we tell everybody you could be, as young as 19 learning the stock market, which is when I learned the market, to older and just making some extra cash or trying to learn the tools that we use to become a full-time trader, which we have on our staff. But one of the things we were asked was, can you time the markets? And you absolutely can time the markets. Two things you want to know. 80% probability is that the market goes up more than it goes down. There has been COVID, there has been corrections. For example, this last summer correction had to do with Powell was supposedly going to cut rates in July. He didn't. Market fell, then he finally signaled the cut, and then we bounced back, right? Where everybody saw this was a double top, and ended up failing, which is why we don't trade patterns, because that ended up being bullish. Everybody's seeing, I know, this bear flag this supposedly is playing out, because we let you guys know that there was a pivot coming on Tuesday, support broke down, and if this 577 holds, or we come down to about 5,400 by Tuesday, we can potentially start becoming a double bottom and going back up. We don't trade patterns because they do have a high failure rate. This could be a head and shoulders that was successful, but technically the shoulder is right here. Someone could say, well, the shoulder is at 58, 55. It's all subjective. But we knew when that up here on Tuesday the 18th that we had a pivot coming in. In fact, we were short at all-time highs when everybody was telling us we're going to 6,500, which we do know because we have dark pools that say so. We said, no, a pivot was coming. We knew the tariff news, so on and so forth. And the news is just noise. We knew a pivot was coming. We took a short. Frankly, we actually took a short and we held it to here and then just ran our stop loss and stop loss and stop loss. We took a long on this day, so on and so forth. But you can time the market, just like when we had posted on our previous video that Tuesday was going to start bottoming out on the 11th, and then Thursday itself was going to be the low. You can check out a video regarding that. We knew Powell was going to calm markets, and that's what he does. And coincidentally, we were hitting trend line and we're hitting support. That's how we trade. We look at trend lines, we look at dark pools, we look obviously at the support resistance levels, we look at Elliott wave, and we look at we have an AI tool, we have other catalysts that we use to be able to know, which is why we said, hey, we were going to start running. We ran for 14 days into the pivot that we said, hey, we think Tuesday might be a bull or bear trap depending on the level. In fact, it was a bull trap really close to our resistance level. Very similar level to last summer, and we pulled back. We said if 755 was going to break or become resistance and this trend line cracked, it was going to be waterfalls. So if you followed us, you know to go long with us, and then to at least close out your longs, run stop loss, take a short, and then if the support failed, start running. Now, we have some new pivots coming up. You stay tuned for those this week, but you can time the markets with an 80% probability that you're going to go up. Now, does it mean we go up all the time? Absolutely not. We had waterfalls. We said a pivot was coming, and we did. We have another pivot next week, which if you want to join our Discord, please comment below or email us, and we'll teach you the market. We'll show you the probability trades, when to sit on hands, when to go long, when to go short, when to do nothing if we're sitting in the middle of nowhere. But you can time the markets with an 80% probability in either direction. We were 80% correct that Tuesday this pivot was going to hit. It could have blown right through it, but again, the other tools that we used told us that we were at least going to come down, reject, and continue to come down for a little while. We are going to trap some bears next week. We are going to squeeze a little bit, and then we will roll over again. Why do we know we're going to roll over? Because all of these supports failed using our tools, but we have other tools that tell us that eventually bears are going to get trapped, and we're going to start moving up into the end of April and into May, into the summer season. So hopefully that answers any questions regarding being able to quote unquote time the market. And it's not the only tool we use, but we use more trend lines, we use dark pools, and obviously our support resistance levels, and the noise is just the noise, whether it's tariff talk, interest rates, so on and so forth. That's just the background stuff. The market tells us what's happening. We saw the rejection. We saw that that the level did not hold. As a matter of fact, we said on another video, on the last video, was that if 57.75 became resistance, the bulls couldn't break out on Friday, that we were gonna come home, and we did. Stay tuned. Like I said, like, subscribe, and comment below Discord, or email us if you want to join a winning team. Find out how we trade, what tools we use to beat the market.